Previously on Brutal. As most of you know, we bought a 2021 GT for the channel. That's right, a Coyote for our channel. Now, it may not be the Coyote Swap Fox that everybody probably wanted, but it is the new 5.0 that we can test against other cars that we own. With that being said, first on the chopping block was the Retro Fox. I was a little nervous on that one, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, this 2021 feels so strong, especially from a roll. The Retro doesn't feel that fast. But the reality of it was, the Retro was just a little quicker. And if we could have went from a second gear roll, it would have probably been ugly. Now, we do have drag radials on the 21 now, so we do need to go back and run that race from, say, a second gear roll. That's going to definitely benefit the Retro Fox. But with that being said, you guys have seen that race. If you haven't, go back, check out the other video. But next up was the Gray Ghost, the 65 Fastback. This is a 347. It's got a dark block, but that's irrelevant, completely irrelevant to what we're doing here. The car has nitrous on it, but we were not using it. It's got an Anderson N91 camshaft, so it's got a decent size, hydraulic roller in it. Got a set of 11R Trick Flow 205cc heads, a 750 carburetor, and that's about it. Just a simple setup, long tubes, nothing crazy. As a matter of fact, I think it's like 9.5 or 9.8 to 1 compression. So I told Papa T, I said, hey, we're gonna take the 65 out and run it against the 21. He's like, all right, do it. So he stays at the house, Berger drives the 21, I drive the 65. And with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and roll into today's video. The 65, aka the Gray Ghost, versus the 2021 GT 10-speed. Somebody told me you were looking for some new, fresh gear, whether it be F100, Fox Body, S550, we've got you covered. We've got all the cool designs, the bright colors, the vintage stuff, patina, doesn't matter. Head over to Etsy and check out the Drag Swag. It's a great way to support the channel.
I'll kind of give you a nod or whatever, honk 3 times and we'll go. Just because of that race, I'm gonna go ahead and assume the position. We'll just do the same thing as quick as we can, downshift, do whatever do. We got one more race and it is what it is.
right, there it is. Man, I was so excited. So happy that the 65 was back in the game and running good. Remember, guys, that's on motor. This car has the capability of 300 plus shot of nitrous on it if we choose. It doesn't need it. That's beside the point. I just want to let you guys know. Once we do some more work to the GT, the 65 still lurks in the background. So, with that being said, let's talk about this, okay? Don't leave the video yet because I got a lot to say. A lot of people are going to argue, well, that's a bone stock car. It weighs blah, blah, blah. Here's what I want to remind everybody of. That's Ford's problem. That's not my problem. That's not your problem. They are what they are. None of these cars have been lightened up. If anything, the 65 is heavier than it used to be from the factory with the big TKX, dark block. It does have aluminum heads, but we'll just say it weighs about the same. Here's my point. You don't have to go out and buy these new cars and put blowers on them, put turbos on them, and things like that to be able to compete. It's beneficial because the new automatics are nasty. These 10 speeds are ridiculous. That's the only reason that this car ran with the 65 is because of that 10R80, and I will put that on anything. If this car had the 6-speed, it would have gotten absolutely raped by the 65. Now, y'all can argue all you want to, but I've been doing this for a while, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you that 10-speed makes the difference. If you go back and watch some of the videos where they've run 10 speeds against 6 speeds, same identical car, the 10-speed wins every single time. From a roll, from a dig. Am I hating on the new ones? No, absolutely not. But guys, there's so many people out there that have older cars that feel like that they can't compete. Bullshit. I promise you, you can. You do need a healthy setup, but it's not got to be anything radical. This 65 was driven 2.5 hours down to the racetrack just a few days later with Papa T driving, and it did great. You can drive this thing anywhere in the U.S. you want to go. As long as there's a road, this thing will take you there. Now let's go back to the Retro Fox. The Retro Fox is a very simple build. It's a stock bottom end setup with a blower, a little B-cam. You know, the blower is going to cost you a little bit of money, but outside of that, you can pick up a set of used heads, you know, an aftermarket used camshaft, throw it in the car, and you'll be good to go. You're going to have a very strong car. Plus, that thing's only on 11 pounds. I've put 15 pounds through them with no problem on the stock bottom end. Now, your results may vary. My point, though, in saying all this is, I think we get so caught up a lot of times in the new cars and the power that they make, and we just assume that they're going to outrun all these older cars because of traction control and whatever else. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, the traction control in these new cars isn't great. It's still not what you think it is. It's not going to keep you from spinning. It's not going to keep you from wrecking. It's not going to win you a race more than likely. Modulation of throttle on a manual car is something else. You don't really get that luxury on the automatics as much. When these things start to spin, they spin so violently and then catch another gear while they're spinning. You're going to mess with some of these new cars, especially for whatever reason these Coyotes and the high revving engines they have, these things will catch another gear and put you in the ditch. So let's get back to the point of all this. I want you guys to enjoy what it is that you have. Don't feel like you have to have the latest, the greatest, whatever. If you do, great. Also know, though, that there are some older cars out there lurking, and they're looking to catch you off guard, and they will. The 65 at the track would absolutely murk this new car. It would murder it, I'm telling you. Now, you got to drive it. Some of y'all are good drivers, and some of you aren't good drivers. That's a deciding factor for you. Maybe one of these new cars are definitely better for you, where you just grab the steering wheel, push it to the floor, and go. But I'm telling you now, if you've got a good manual transmission that'll hold the power and you got some sticky tires, you would be surprised. Let's go back and revisit the whole poop coop thing. I mean, that's a very simple build. Extremely. Stock bottom end, stock heads, stock rockers, Anderson cam, gears, exhaust, like that's it. And it ran an 801 at the track versus this car bone stock went at 822. So there you go. Throw a little 150 shot on that thing and you've got something, guys. We're going to continue to test these cars because I feel it's important. The world has went astray and they have forgotten the old school muscle. Old school muscle was fast back then and it's still fast now. That being said, let's play devil's advocate again. If you've got one of these new cars with a blower on it, or you got a Hellcat, It's going to be hard for an older car to outrun you without some type of power adder as well. But let me give you a combination that would put up a damn good fight. Say a 347 stroker, some heads, cam, good intake, carburetor, or EFI system on 150 shot. Guys, you're still going to have your hands full with that. And that is as budget as it gets. Andrew's car is a very good example of that. That car is on a 200 shot, and it is nasty. You got to come with it. Hellcat, I don't give a shit. Whipple, whatever. If you catch him from a dig and that car hooks, you are going to have your hands full. Is it the fastest thing out there? No. Is a 65 on nitrous the fastest thing? No. But I'm going to tell you, there's one more in the background that you might have seen in the video that they're all going to have their hands full with, even this new one, if we do put a blower on it. And that's the Calypso. And it, too, is not a radical build. It is a 351 based 393 stroker with a set of cheaper aluminum heads that have been ported and polished, 10.21 compression, solid roller cam. That car on a 200 shot, we're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see. It very well may still outrun this car right here with a big blower on it. I actually bought that engine from a friend of mine for $2,500, dropped it in the car, throw some nitrous on it, and you have got something that is absolutely hard to beat. So let's just remember, some of the stuff that was badass back in the day is still badass now. They've just been forgotten, but not by all of us. So my point in this whole venture with this new car is to compare it to all the other old school muscle and see how it stacks up. It's going to lose some and it's going to win some. I highly respect the Coyote platform, especially the 10R80 setups, and it's going to get its due, trust me. Enjoy these type videos, guys. It's just comparisons. It's apples to oranges, and there ain't shit wrong with that. Variety is the spice of life. Before we go, I want to mention that we've got something in the works for the 2021. We are in test mode, if you will, and man, we have found something that really works well on this car. More information coming soon. We just got our first Coyote, and we're about to bring something new to the market for you guys. I'm already testing right now. So far, so good. I want to remind you guys to enjoy whatever it is that you have. If you've got an older car and you love it, then hey, nothing wrong with that. If you've got a newer car and you enjoy it, cool. Just be open-minded. That's all I ask, because there's a lot of other cool cars out there besides the ones that we own. I'm going to wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching.